This man could best bring their team up to a peak issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed.
All year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably...
Working against the Dolphins, and a beneficiary was Hyde, 65 yards on the ground. Kaepernick even more than that, as we mentioned earlier, 113.
And when you look at Carlos, type of a back, earlier this season he missed a couple of games due to a shoulder injury. And when he came back, seemed a little tentative in his first game back into Arizona, only had 14 yards on the ground. But since then, he's back to attacking the line of scrimmage and starting to pile up the yardage.
11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a San Francisco first down. And Cap, of course, was a great baseball player, drafted as a pitcher. He kind of showed his arm right there, didn't he?
Yeah, he let that one go, didn't he? That was a catcher putting down the #1 signal for the fastball and turning it loose. It was needed in that situation, though. He had to throw a tight spiral and a hard one in order to get it in there for a completion.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. Kaepernick to Hyde on the draw. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he finds McDonald, the big fella. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And this Ravens defense, historically strong, and they put up a good performance in Week 12. Now, how about Zach Orr? 99 tackles on the season after 11 more in Week 12.
Great bloodlines. His father, Terry, played in the NFL as a tight end. And you mentioned it, 11 tackles in this last game. How about the rest of the defense? Eric Weddle still controls center field. Love the way he plays. Had 7 tackles. And Terrell Suggs, he's back from the torn Achilles of 2015. 2 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and a big win against Cincinnati.
8 total sacks on the season now for Suggs. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
On the return, the old reliable Devin Hester, the veteran. And his guys will get the football. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Then Steve Smith hauls it in. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And there, the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass.
Excellent recognition of the man coverage. And they found the guy who could win downfield.
Second down, Flacco now. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Flacco here on second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Now Flacco. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll run it with West. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On second down, Flacco to throw. Smith catches left side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. First and 10 here for Flacco. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To pass, Flacco. Dancing to his left. And his throw here's incomplete.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Second and 10. Flacco once more. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time. And it's third down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
And that's caught by Smith. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Steve Smith, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And as the San Francisco 49ers, they take the field again on offense. I wanted to go to a point that you were saying off air, and that is even though they're 1-10, and you called their game last week, this team, and it may be cliche, they're not giving up, are they?
No, they aren't. They're showing up like an NFL team is supposed to. I mean, when you look at their overall record of 1-10, you would expect to look and see they've been blown out of just about every game they've played. Let's just take the last 3 weeks very quickly. At Arizona, lost by 3, field goal late. They ended up playing New England at home. That game in the fourth quarter was a 13-10 game. And then this last week against Miami, they were down 31-14 and came roaring back and almost tied the game at the end.
Finding time. Looking here for Smith downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 50. Six yards. They'll run high. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Carlos Hyde taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he's got it up and through. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Returnable here for Hester. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er defense now heading back out there. Obviously a close game from the defensive standpoint. Maybe don't want to blow it too much out of proportion, but how important is this drive?
I think it's huge for them because they've got to find a way to help out their offense, whether it's doing it themselves, taking the ball away and scoring, or setting their offense up in a good position to give them a chance to fully be back in this game.
Sometimes that defense triggers the offense. We'll see. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name. And how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Flacco. And incomplete here on third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here. They do snap it. Flacco now. He's under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Aaron Lynn Lynch from his outside linebacker spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in the touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. And McDonald here over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Torrey Smith, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride is kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Flacco looks to throw. The open man is Smith. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll right, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Moore, 68 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
A drive there of just 4 plays, and the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, Hyde. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. It's caught. Patton. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Quentin Patton, 78 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now Hester will get a shot. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. We get a look now at the 49ers defense as they get into position. They were picked apart really on that last drive through the air. Now 2 touchdowns against some of the passing variety here in this first half.
And momentum totally going against them right now. One way to shift it, a big sack or some sort of a takeaway. They've got to find a way to get back in balance in this game because right now they're under siege.
Yeah, they're a little bit shaken. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Flacco here on 2nd down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here. First quarter, Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate. This strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the football.
Me the ball.
And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
DJ Fresh, DJ